Games that are ahead here, kicking off week 13. With us at the breakfast table, my name's Kay Adams, everybody. Nate Burleson is here, Peter Schrager. KB is here as well. Intuit QuickBooks sponsoring our program. Kind of exciting one. Burleson today, I hear.
Yeah, we got a Burleson on Justin Jefferson. Why he's one of the best rookies in the business. Yeah. He could break Anquan Bolden's record.
Is that a Louboutin hat? What is that? What's going on?
Nah, it's just a regular
hat. It's Louboutin. Is that what they call it, right?
Talk about it. Go. Talk about the hat.
Love it.
Can I ask about the hat?
Ask about the hat.
Someone should.
It's Friday, man.
What is it? Tell us. What do we got? People are at home watching. They want to know where they can get it.
No. It's just a regular hat. They haven't paid me to wear it, so I'm not going to give them the brand. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
A regular hat is a Yankee hat.
Not a regular hat.
I'm kind of spoiled at this point. Does that mean you have one of those hats for us at the table?
I do.
No?
Actually.
You do?
Stay tuned.
Weird.
No,
it's time for the Lead
Block.
Lots to get to. We've got 3 hours to do with the defending champion Chiefs. They are hosting the Broncos on Sunday night. I really want you guys to listen to Coach Vic Fangio, obviously the Denver head guy in charge there, very aware of the quarterback and the force that he is facing this week. Here's what Fangio said about Mahomes just yesterday.
He likes everything on the smorgasbord. He's got a lot of guys he can throw to. He's very good at throwing short, intermediate, and deep. He's very good at throwing on the move. I mean, the only modern quarterback, modern meaning the last 20, 25 years that I can really compare him to is Aaron Rodgers. You know, I think John Elway was kind of Patrick Mahomes in the 80s and 90s. And since then, I think it's Aaron Rodgers for sure. Those two guys have some very similar qualities.
Hall of Fame names there, Schrags. Remember Smorgasburg when that was a thing?
Yeah, I was in Williamsburg every weekend.
Such a good time, not anymore. Maybe sometime in the future. Mahomes and the Chiefs still sitting in that number 2 spot. Looking at the AFC playoff picture, Steelers undefeated and would be the only team to get a bye, of course, in this conference. Are the Chiefs the team to beat, Nate, in the AFC?
Yes, they are. And I don't want the Steelers to feel like I'm disrespecting them, but it's for multiple reasons. One, they are the defending champs. Like, this is the Super Bowl champions we're talking about. And then on top of that, you listen to the way coaches speak on Patrick Mahomes. He can do everything. He went through a long list, and I'm just listening. Keep going. Short passes, intermediate passes, deep passes, over the middle. He can run. He can extend plays with his legs. He's saying all these things. And then on top of that, he has a group of the best pass catchers in the business. Tyreek Hill, phenomenal. Maybe the most dangerous dude in the game. Travis Kelce, an absolute legend and will be a Hall of Famer. And then complementary pieces at wide receiver and running back. They can do it all. Now, when you look at the game that the Steelers played up against the Ravens, now I said I'm not going to knock them because there were a lot of conditions, a lot of circumstances. The offense didn't have a rhythm. Name a game when you're watching the Chiefs that they just couldn't get their rhythm. At some point, they always get points. So for me, I'm looking at the Chiefs as the team to beat.
I can name a game. They're on their home field, and they lost to the Raiders. And they lost to the Raiders.
How long ago was that?
Several weeks ago. How long ago was the Steelers' last loss? Not even in this year. I think it's the Steelers, Nate. We're in this weird thing where everyone's saying the Steelers are overrated. They're overrated. They're overrated. Are they? It seems to me that all anybody does is knock them and needle them and poke holes in them. If anything, I feel like the Steelers are approaching being underrated now. And now we have the coup de grace. Now everyone's jumping in saying, well, Bud Dupree's out for the year, so they're done. Without Bud Dupree, this team might finish 11-5. He does everything for them. Let me show you what the defense does for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're very deep. These are all guys who've had sacks this season. And Watt is still there. And look at, on the guys on the right side, they have 1 sack. Fine. I don't care if they have 1 sack. That means it's coming from different angles at different times, at different downs. It's an unbelievably deep defense that is not just going to capsize now that Bud Dupree is out. And as much as I respect Bud Dupree, Peter, I remember before the trade deadline when there was all that noise that the Packers should make a move for Will Fuller. And you said, overnight, Will Fuller has become Megatron and Jerry Rice. Is Bud Dupree Lawrence Taylor? He's had a great 24 hours aside from the injury. Like, he's studying him. I mean, did Bud Dupree break Joe Theismann's leg, Peter? I don't remember him doing that. He's a really good player. But now everyone's saying the Steelers are screwed because of Bud Dupree? Good player, yes. Holding up the entire Steelers defense? No. I think it's the 11-0 team, and I think they're going to finish.
Okay, so maybe Bud Dupree's in Hall of Famer. Maybe he's not Jared Allen or Kevin Green or whoever else is the great pass rushers. But he is a huge piece to that defense. And to say, like, next man up, well, we already had the next man up with Spillane coming in for Devin Bush, and Spillane has acquitted himself well.
It's working great.
That's fair.
Yesterday, I came on the show, and I was like, Alex Hightower needs to step up. I flippantly said Alex High. His name's Alex Highsmith.
Oh, yeah.
I got his name wrong. And
None
I
of us corrected you.
And no one corrected me.
No.
Everyone said, okay, do you know who Alex, like this is going to be an important piece to the team. And let's learn about Alex Highsmith. All right. That first bullet is for our show.
Stop it.
6th episode, season 1. There was a baby that Katie Holmes' character is holding.
Joey Potter?
Joey Potter is holding Alex Highsmith, the actual Alex Highsmith. His family lived in the area where they were filming.
Oh, man.
They casted the baby.
We need him on the show.
Super Bowl.
Alex Highsmith. Well, that was 20 years ago. No full scholarship offers. Gets a walk-on opportunity in Charlotte.
Peter, hold on. Nate, no more jokes about Dawson's Creek, because I know the jokes you make about Dawson's Creek flies in the face of that.
Exactly right.
Come on now.
You're right.
Exactly right.
Good point.
Finally got an interception in his career, and he's a rookie, of course, in the first time they played. But this is a big, big spot because
no doubt.
Watt and Dupree, it's not just Watt or Dupree, Kyle. It's Watt and Dupree. And the two of them. So if you were to tell me, and Nate saying all the that Tyreek Hill is out, I would say, yeah, that's a significant. I'm allowed to say,
for sure.
Dupree is not Tyreek Hill.
He might be to that defense. They apply pressure from both. I don't know if Alex Highsmith, and again to the family, I apologize for Hightower.
Yeah.
But the fact that I flippantly said that gives me a little bit of concern that maybe he won't be. But who knows? Maybe he's got a great story, and Dawson's Creek can make it happen.
Triggs, if they go undefeated, the Steelers, still don't think they'll be seen as the favorite. I know we'll get to the Highsmith story is amazing, but I do want to ask you: do you think they'll be considered the favorite? Even then, because
at 16-0
people will
going
point
up
at their
against
schedule.
The Chiefs?
People will point at the fact that Kansas City got there, they're reigning champs, as Nate said, and they'll probably point to the fact, perception-wise, I'm not saying this is fair, that the Steelers haven't gotten it done in the playoffs. They haven't gotten it done in the postseason. They haven't been to a Super Bowl in the postseason. 2010.
Very fair. They can go 16-0 and storm through. If they play the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game, I still think the house money might be on the Chiefs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just
They'll
from
be
the public.
18-0.
That's how I think.
17-0, wow.
Don't you think perception of people, whether or not it's fair, I mean, that's what people will think?
Well, the inexperienced thing I don't think applies to them because they have a coach who's won one, they have a quarterback who's won one. Like, it's not like
it's a team that just went to the Super Bowl. And
no, because the Steelers as an organization go. I don't think. I think the Steelers are immune to that.
14-2 Chiefs travel to undefeated Steelers. You think Steelers are favored in that?
You know what I think? Favorite, I don't care. I don't play the favorite thing. I don't know how that is. I think they'll win, though.
Yeah.
We'll see.
At GMFB, I mean, I'll be excited for you if you get your Super Bowl pick right.
It's about me.
Highsmith.
Let's bring in Ian Rappaport. Highsmith on Dawson's Creek. I don't know if you knew that. Rappaport's smiling ear to ear here this morning. I said yesterday on the show that you should play Devontae Parker and love him in fantasy this week, and he'll have over 100 yards because I thought Fitzpatrick was going to be the starting quarterback. Now, the Dolphins, they want to hang on to their spot in the AFC playoff picture. What is going on at quarterback for this weekend?
First of all, I did not know that Dawson's Creek nugget. It's fantastic. As soon as we get done here, I'm going to go tweet it out and say that I learned it on this show. I remember when the first episode of Dawson's Creek dropped, the next day at school was like madness. People could not believe it was like transformative. Anyway, that was a great show. As far as Tua goes, he's a little more up in the air than I would say the Dawson's Creek fans were after the first episode. It's truly going to be, as of right now, a game-time decision. What he's dealing with is a thumb issue on his throwing thumb. Basically banged it on a helmet midway through practice last week. It was swollen, really couldn't grip the ball very well, and what they initially thought was a pretty minor injury. There's no break or anything. They thought it was minor. The fact that he could not really grip the football left him out on Sunday, and Ryan Fitzpatrick in. They still want to see how well he can throw, how well he can grip it, and just how well he can be normal at practice today. As Brian Flores said, everyone's dealing with something. It's really just a matter of kind of getting through and seeing how functional you can be. Real possibility Ryan Fitzpatrick starts on Sunday, but they would like to learn more at today's practice.
Great stuff from Ian Rappaport there. I'll ask you if you're a Joey Potter guy or a, I don't know, I was going to say Julia Stiles is your girl. We'll get to like a weird throwdown.